So I'm going to say that this is day 5, not because I forgot to make a video yesterday, but because I counted wrong. Day 1 was my last day of work, so it wasn't really day 1, was it? It was day 2. So this is the actual day 5. Another reason I held off is that I wanted to make my day 5 video be about a project that me and my neighbor friend Allison have going. Now, Allison, I love Allison. I met Allison for the first time when I was still living with my then husband. We were in the process of separating. We hadn't yet divorced. I was still living there. I had come to help a friend, a mutual friend, with a internet scavenger hunt, which I had no knowledge of previously. So as I as I arrived in the space where they were working, Allison was making an angel out of tampons, and I was quickly conscripted to have the Apple logo shaved into my chest hair, and then I was surrounded with iPads. There's an image of this. We'll have to show you. So yeah, that was the first time I met Allison, and then some years later, um, I got a Twitter because everyone says, well, if you're a writer, you have to have a Twitter, right? So me and my 70 followers on Twitter, it's mostly just people I know. But because of this, I linked my Instagram to my Twitter, and I posted a picture of some cute, romantic, fluffy snowfall. I don't know, on my street. And of course, Allison comments, "Hey, that's my street." So we found out that we were neighbors. I had thought she was out of the province because I knew she had left at some point. I didn't realize she was in Montreal. So what delight to realize that I have a neighbor who's also a friend. So we had sort of discussed the idea in the past of a tin can radio before all of this happened. So we thought, well, why not? Why not put that together now? Because it's the perfect time to embrace this symbol of not being able to be in the same room. So I brought over a can of tomato soup and left it on her step. She lowered from her balcony a bag with a kite string in it. So I set up my end. We got to work at midnight. Um, Imagine me leaning partially out of my kitchen window to slowly lower this. It came on this big plastic wheel with like a handle, and there's a crank because apparently serious kite flyers. I've never seriously flown a kite. The last time I flew a kite, the string came wrapped around this cardboard tube that I got to see disappear into the sky when the wind took the kite out of my childlike grip. Childlike because I was a child. Absolutely. There's something very tragic about seeing your kite just disappear, and it's like, can we go find it? How? How do you find this kite? So anyway, I brought the kite line back over. I drilled a hole in the bottom of the can, which I didn't know how much pressure to apply. I'm just sitting here with this tin can on my mattress going. I'm like, it's not punching through though, and I'm freaking out because I decided to start this at like past 11, so I don't know if my neighbors are downstairs shrieking and wanting to destroy me. Anyway, get the hole drilled, get the kite slowly lowered out of my kitchen window. I pick it up from between the garbage cans. I was very careful to let it sway so that it didn't land in a garbage can, it landed between. So then I get it over the fence. It gets stuck on the bush. It gets stuck on the tree. I'm across the street. Wait, there are cars coming. And if it's too low, will it not just rip the can right off of my... Because I've secured the can with a bit of twine in my window, and that's got it pretty well squared away. But so I'm dashing across the street, and I give it to Allison, and she goes up to her balcony and she raises it up, and it's taut. You can see the barest curve. It's night. The visibility is not great. And we can see that it's not going straight from my window to hers. It's sort of caught on this tree. We decided to try it anyway because what do we know about how vibrations and how they propagate? And I don't know. So we get there. We're both set up on our ends. We're texting each other. And I speak into the can and nothing happens. And I listen and all I hear is the ocean and some vibrations when the string moves a bit against the branches. So I'm telling a story to the tree. Allison hears nothing of it, but we set it aside. We were tired, and we didn't come to it yesterday because it was so snowy yesterday. It was a beautiful day to just sit and look out through the window. But no, for the moment, we we have our tin can radio set up, hanging outside my kitchen window, going across the street to her balcony, and it's still stuck on that damn tree. So hopefully we'll be able to get it unsnagged from the tree and have some archaic conversation. I will. I just I keep thinking of almost falling out of my kitchen window at age 33 during a pandemic. Like that would be the way I would go. Like, oh no no, it wasn't COVID-19. He fell out his kitchen window doing some shenanigans. Yes, death by shenanigans. Should wish we could all be so lucky. So yeah, we're gonna try that again, and I wanted to film some of it, but it's almost impossible to see. In the daylight, it's a little bit better, but it's kite string. It's thin, 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 thin. You see it for like a few feet, and then it disappears. You can sort of imagine where it's going, but this camera can't pick it up, and my rear camera is still busted. So I should dust. I'm gonna do that. Y'all stay home and stay safe.